Okay, everybody, it looks like I'm live, but I'm going to double check on my phone. Um, it's Sunday. The Vikings are playing, but I think it's halftime. It's halftime. So, um, I thought I would quick join you all and try to catch up from the days that I have missed. I have had a lot going on in the last few days, and so I have missed. All right, I found us. And hi Sue. Hey Sue, thanks for joining the challenge. You're doing awesome. You are doing a great job. You're ahead of me now. So today I am catching up. So let me turn my camera down. It's a gloomy Sunday afternoon here. It's not super cold, but it's definitely gray, I would say. Gray out. What's the weather doing where you live? All right, thanks for bearing with me on the adjustments there. Okay, so what I have missed, I've posted these, but I haven't talked to you about them. Hi, Mimi and Tammy. Nice to see you guys. Okay, so on day 7, we had cookie and cocoa, but I did cookies and milk. Oh, I got to flip here. Just a minute. We're upside down. We are upside down. Is that right? Okay, now we're better. Sorry about that. All right, this was a fun card to make for cookies and cocoa. I chose milk. This is a new set that you can get, and I actually did a shaker card. So there's cookies and there are snowflakes in here. Very fun. Loved it. Loved the color combo. Okay. Then day 8 was a color combo. Now, this one had me a little bit stumped. I could not get the granny apple green into this card. I just, maybe I just didn't try hard enough, because I do see some granny apple green now in this tree, but I was also determined to use, I'm still trying to use all the pieces from that ephemera pack, or the punch-out pack that came with this set, a little bit festive. So, it came with these 3 sheets of DSP, and it came with this lovely, lovely, super useful pack of punch-outs. And this is all I have left. So be watching for these little kibbles and bits. This is actually not part of the punch-out, but part of the DSP. So I have these little kibbles and bits left. So be watching for them. So I used the trees, and this tree is simulating the letter A in the word happy. So this color combo was Real Red, Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, and what was the 4th color? Real Red, Garden Green. So Garden Green, which is my background, and then the holly leaves. Real Red, Pool Party, also the background of the trees and the holly, and Granny Apple Green. So I used gold instead. Forgive me. Thanks, Sue. Poppy Parade. Yes. Okay, so that brought me up to day 8. Day 9 is a shaker card. So I'm making a shaker card today. I was going to do a faker shaker, but I really do like the other shakers better. So I am back into the pack of punch-outs. So I had this wreath left. I am also going to bring in at the very end some Pearlized Enamel Effects. I'm using some of the scraps from the Festive Glimmer paper. I am using a piece of paper from the pack of Take a Bow 6x6 DSP. And I was going to use the die from More Than Autumn, but I decided it would be way easier to use punches. So I'm using the heart punch from the Bumblebee punch, and I'm using the heart from the home set. Home something. Let's see. Sue has... Okay, let's see. Let me catch up here on the comments. Tammy, hey, I missed you. How you doing? Partly sunny and delightful. We have no sun here. And Sue, you have today's idea. You just need to go make it. Yes, awesome. Sun just came out here in Northwest Iowa. Okay, maybe it's coming our way. And welcome Cheryl Jurassic. I'm also using the 2.5 inch punch, which is retired, but I could have used a 2.5 inch die. I was just going for simpler today. I'm also using a clear plastic sheet that I took out of a stamp set when I got it new. So, alright, here we go. Let's see, a base for my card. I think I'm going to just use thick white. I always like to use thick when, for my card bases, because I think it makes your card a little sturdier. Alright, I'm going to bring in my trimmer. This piece, ooh, I remember why that was already scored. I scored it wrong. Okay. Sometimes the measure just doesn't work where you want it to. Let's see. Which direction do I want this card to go? It's a shaker. I'd like it to stand up when it's done. Okay, Tammy, you and Sue know one another. That's awesome. Sue and I have just become acquainted. She ordered my Cozy Craft Retreat to Go kit. So, alright, so when I'm starting off with a full sheet of paper, I usually start by scoring it. The chances are very good that I will be making another card with thick white base, so the second half will already be ready to go. Alright, so we've got that. I know I want to use this for my background piece, so let's go ahead and cut that to, I'm going to go 3 7/8, and then I'm going to add in a layer of real red. Got some scraps in here that will work, I believe. That is 4 inches. So there will be a little bit of red popping out from behind. Let's see if I like that. Yep, that'll be good. And then this is going to be 5 1/4. And my top layer then will be 5 1/8. Let's see if that all worked out there. Sunny with a chilly nip in Missouri, where Mimi is. Sue, that's awesome. Hey, Melissa. So, yeah, crafting brings people together. So I'm finding out right now through the comments that I have mutual friends. Alright, this is going to be my card base. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it together. I'm using my monoliquid adhesive glue because I'm not going to add a ribbon to this. There's already a ribbon, a faux ribbon on the punch-out piece. You don't need a lot of glue. Whoops. You don't need a lot of glue. This paper's not going anywhere. So today's theme is day, I'm off. Remember, I'm a little off. Today is day 9. And the theme is shaker card. I must have to replace my blade. I got a little bit of rough edge there. Okay, now somebody's going to ask me about this block. This block came from, gosh, I want to say either Close to My Heart or, I'm not sure, it's vintage. It's called the Snow Block, but it's just a nice sander, and I like that it's the shape, the rectangular shape where I can just run it right across my card or my cardstock. So as long as we know that my blade is dull, let me go ahead and change it. Give you a little demonstration on how simple that is. So the blades come in a pack of 4. There's a little gap in, whoops, alright, well, come on off. There's a little gap in the trimmer. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you cannot. Well, there's a gap there. And hi Joy and Sue Ellen. Oh my goodness, today is a good day to be on. I suppose you're all watching the Vikings game and it's halftime. And good time to have a little Facebook break. And then I popped on, huh? Alright, new blade. So I shouldn't have any more. Hi Tammy Dirty and Cindy Waggy. Oh my gosh, I've got a big old audience today. I love it. Alright, making a shaker card. So I'm going to use my foam adhesive strips, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of make an, you know, it doesn't have to be a circle, but you can play with this a little bit and bend it to the shape that you need. You want to get your adhesive as close to your outline as you can, because otherwise your shaking pieces kind of get lost in the gap. I couldn't get lucky enough that that would just be the right length, but I've got a little piece here. So let's get this in here. I want to close that gap because otherwise my shaker pieces will shake out. Okay, so got that. Put that to the side. And then I've got my clear window sheet. I'm gonna try this 2.5 inch punch and see if that is, oh my goodness, that does not want to punch through there. Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up and get that. I think this is the size I need. Oh, it really doesn't want to punch that. Okay, Sarah's watching, Eileen is watching as I jam my clear plastic sheet into my punch. I guess the 2-inch, the punch is not the thing to use for clear plastic sheet. Yikes. Alright, we'll deal with that later. Live TV. Let me grab another clear plastic sheet. And you know what? I'm just gonna cut a square. It doesn't even have to be round. Okay, so it has to at least be 3 inches square. These window sheets, you can buy the window sheets by the pack, and they come in 12 by 12 sheets. But what I'm using today is just the piece from I did that again. I did that last time I did a shaker card. You guys know what I did wrong. Okay, we're starting over. Never mind. I have to put that on first. Alright, so I'm getting this product called Undo. It's like my best friend. This will take off my adhesive strip that I put on there. It will still be sticky. Now I don't know if the shape is going to work. Isn't that slick? Takes it right off. It's alcohol based, so we're going to let that dry. Okay, while this is drying, let's see what's going on here. Sarah's watching. Hi, Sarah. And Eileen, and Keith Cruz, and Maureen Benedict, and Deb Stoll. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm showing you what to do when you goof up. So, okay, that's already dry. This goes on first. And yes, I am fully aware that it is too big. But I'm going to trim it, so don't worry. Okay, a little liquid adhesive. I'm going to make sure those mess up spots don't show. Alright, that goes on first. Now this was a little bigger than it needed to be, so I'm going to trim these edges. Alright. Thanks, Cindy. Cindy says that's how we learn. It's true. Watch my mistakes, and then you will learn. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second to dry. Then I'm gonna bring in my punches. So I want a variety of hearts, and I'm just gonna use. I want this tiny heart. So I'm using up scraps. This was a very well used scrap at my retreat. People had to punch some tiny little red ornaments for a tree that they were making. Alright, so 2 hearts. They look white right now, but they're not going to be white. I'm using a variety of colors here. And scraps, making a big mess, but I'm going to end up with hearts, so bear with me. Let's see, green one, I've got a red one, I've got scraps, I lost a red one somewhere along the way. It'll show up, I'm not worried. Alright. Here's a darker, nope, same green. Let's go with this. I think this is the lighter Granny Apple green. Let's do 3 or 4 of each. Okay, there's 3 of that one. Let's do a few more red ones. As soon as I punch some more red ones, I'm gonna, oh, there it is, I already found it. Found the one that flew away. Alright, let's get rid of the extra pieces. Let's see, I feel like it needs a few more hearts. Let's do some more of these. These greens don't look very different at all once I punch them out. So Doug is outside putting away for the very last day our patio furniture and our, you know, all the outdoor stuff. I believe he's got the snow blower ready to go, and it's just that time of the year. So it makes me kind of sad because I love fall, but that's what you do in Minnesota. All right, I'm bringing back in this piece of adhesive strip that I took off after I made a mistake. It is still sticky, so let's go around again. I try to stay away from the opening so that we don't lose all of the... How many of you were watching me last week when I made the cookie card shaker? Because I made the same mistake that day, didn't I? I always want to put that foam adhesive on right away, and I'm too early. I've got to put the plastic sheet on first. Okay, I need another piece to fill in here. You want that all enclosed so that whatever you're putting into shake doesn't come through the hole. Alright, I think I'm ready to fill it now. And then I'm going to need some advice on if you guys think it needs more hearts or if it's enough. Maybe it needs more red hearts. I don't want them to flip over. Doug is organized. Oh, yes, he is. He is very organized. Okay. So this is going to go on here. The hearts are going to shake in the middle. Should I put more hearts or less hearts? More hearts or less hearts? I'm going to wait for a second because I know there's always a delay in the Facebook world. Do I need more? Oh, you know what else? Wait. I take that back. Let's put some snowflakes in here too. Maybe some small round balls for Holly. That would be a good idea too. How about some snowflakes? Can you live with that? Because they're nice and easy. And I have a bazillion. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, let's go with that. That brings out the white. Okay, I'm going to go up a little bit on the card because I'm going to put a banner on the bottom here. Nope, the bow at the top. And I'm going to go near the top of my card. And I'm going to flatten these out a little bit. Alright, I think we've got it. White is good. Thanks, Tammy. Ah, it's a little crooked. It's a little bit crooked. Gently, gently take this off so I can twist it. Sorry. Again, learning moments, right? Okay, I'm gonna really get my head in here and make sure that it's straight. Okay, going with it. Hi, Nancy and Teresa, thanks for joining. Okay, I've got my shaker pieces inside the wreath. That's kind of fun, huh? All right, let's go ahead and put some words on here. All right, this should say, how about just Season's Greetings? Let's just do Season's Greetings on the bottom. This, oh, you guys, this set, this decorative tree set, unbelievable. This is only part of the dies. Here's the other part. There are so many amazing dies in here. And the trees are good too. Or the stamps are good too. But I love the dies. Alright, I'm going to bring in a block. And I'm going to pull out a banner die. Where is that? I have a really good banner for this. Hang on. Commercial break. Right here. This is the Peaceful Seasons dies. They're from the mini catalog. And let's see if Season's Greetings will fit. I'm going to give it a whirl. I'm going to give it a whirl on it fitting in there. Alright, so green, red, white. Green, red, or white? Green, red, or white banner. Let's see. How about a red banner with white embossing folder? Love that idea. Find a scrap here. Perfect. Alright, let's get my snowflakes out of the way. Let me bring in my embossing supplies. I think I'm going to die cut this first. Usually I would do the stamping first, but I think I'm going to emboss it first because I'm going to have a very small space to get that stamped correctly. Alright, I'll bring in my mini. It's so nice to be able to just bring in a small machine when you're doing a small die cut instead of having to always use the big one. Okay. Ooh, that might have slipped. That might have slipped. Alright. Let's see if I got... Oh, I did. It's all on there. That was close cut, though. Okay. Got that. Trash that. Get rid of that little scrap. Okay. Put my die back before I lose it. Alright, here's my die. I'm going to go ahead and run the embossing buddy over it so that it doesn't have any static cling. Got my Versamark. Season's Greetings. I probably should have double checked that this is going to fit on here, but we're going with it. Ooh, I hope that works. Alright. Got that. I've got white embossing powder. So far no sun here. I can't remember who said the sun. They had sun. We still don't have any sun here. Alright. There's that. I know there's a spout to pour this out of, but I never actually take the time to use the spout. I've been using embossing powder more and more lately, though. It's a lot of extra steps, but it sure does add bazinga to your card. So let me get my heat gun here. Okay, I'm going to warm that up just a little bit. Alright, here we go. You might be able to see it melt. There it goes. There we go. So it's a little bit off the top here, but that's okay. This, oh, I just smeared it. I just smeared it. It wasn't quite dry. Rewind. This is what happens when I'm in a hurry. All right. Oh, that was the perfect size scrap too. Let me find another strip here. Brown red. How about this one? Is this long enough? Not quite long enough. Oh my goodness. Way to go, Chris. This is why I save my scraps. I need one that's long enough for that die. Story of my life. I'm not going to have one. How about this one? There we go. All right. Bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and cut one more. Bring this back in. Die cut again. I'm not left-handed. There. I'm not on the best surface here either. I'm on my magnetic board that slips around a little bit. But that way I can get it in the camera for you. Otherwise, I just turn to the left where my die cutting machines live. Okay, let's get everything back in here. Hi, Jane. Okay. I'm doing this the second time because I smeared it. Oh, and I forgot to do my little static, so we'll see if this one stamps as well. I had such a good thing going there. Sorry, guys. All right, a little bit of embossing powder. See how this time there are, I don't know if you can tell very well, but there are stray white speckles because I didn't use that static pouch, but that's what this brush is for, so that you can come in with this really fine brush before you heat it, because otherwise when you heat it, all those little stray speckles are going to show up. Now it's kind of hard to get right into your stamp, but it's a homemade card, so there's bound to be some imperfections, right? All right, let me bring in the heat gun again. There we go. So yeah, this will show you here how there were some stray speckles on my red cardstock before I put the Versamark on. So that little embossing buddy really does work well to keep those off. But we're going with it for today. Okay, here is my banner for the bottom. We're going to put that up on dimensionals, and I'm going to use the large dimensionals if I have any at my fingertips. I do. Okay, let's pop that up. Now, the wreath is going to be popped up a little bit higher than this tag that I'm putting on, because those foam adhesive strips are naturally thicker. So if you ever want anything popped up just a little bit higher than a dimensional, then you want to use a small section of your dimensional strips. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this centered on the bottom. Season's greetings. And bring in my bone folder. Get a nice crisp fold here. Alright. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Now, in hindsight, maybe I should have put white or red behind the wreath, but you know that when you get this card in the mail, you're going to shake it, and you're going to show other people that it shakes, aren't you? And they're sparkly. So, alright, we need to do something on the inside, though. Hi, Anne! Thanks for watching. Everything's going well here, other than the fact that I got the plastic window sheet jammed in my circle punch, but otherwise life is good. I will no doubt get it out. Most people say drop it on the floor. So, okay, so we need, oh, I promised you these. Pearlized Enamel Effects. Give me a minute before I get back to these, because I need to do the inside first. Okay, so Season's Greetings on the outside. On the inside, my go-to inside stamp for my Christmas cards right now has been It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Oh, let's do this one. May your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. So this is Greetings of the Season. Lots of nice greetings. And what's the weather doing up there in Two Harbors? It's gloomy and calm here today. It's not super cold, but it's gloomy. So this stamp, you can see, is 2 pieces. Hi, Arlene. This is what I call stamp surgery. So I cut out the word warmth. May your season be filled with, because I made a card that said, I wanted it to say, may your season be filled with peppermint or hot cocoa, or I can't remember what it was, but because I cut it and I didn't trim it, you can slide it right back in where it started. It's photopolymer, so it's very pliable. Nobody will ever know that I performed stamp surgery. Don't tell anyone, okay? Alright, real red ink. May your season be filled, that's funny, since I filled this with warmth. I kind of wish it said like filled with joy or filled with fun or filled with love, but warmth it is. Sometimes you just gotta go with the greeting that you got, right? And let's also, since I have this piece left over, let's also go ahead and glue this on the inside. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to put it at the top. It's just another good way to add a little love to the inside of your card and use up a leftover piece. Slide that over just a little bit. That's the beauty of the liquid glue. It doesn't adhere immediately, so you can play with it a little bit. Okay, and then again, before I finish the front, the back, sign it or stamp it, whatever you prefer. Okay, now we're going to bring in the liquid Pearlized Enamel Effects. So I'm going to go ahead and add some holly berries onto, ooh, I just took my my silicone mat to the bathroom to wash it, but you want to practice this just a little bit. Make sure it doesn't come out in one glob. So I think it'll be okay. I'm going to put some holly berries on here instead of actual embellishments. So if you don't have a lot of different bling to add, you can always just use the pearlized enamel dots. This comes in a 3-pack. Let me grab it here. There is pearlized enamel black, pearlized enamel white, and pearlized enamel real red. And you just have to have a very, very gentle touch. Like I said, practice a little bit before you do this, but man, that adds to the card, doesn't it? I should have done a before and after. Isn't that cool? Okay, let me bring that up a little closer. Look at that. It's so sweet. Season's greetings. And there's shaker bits in there. We've also decorated the inside and signed the back. So there you go. This is day 9. I know that it's not day 9 today. I know that it's day 10, but I was not able to do a live yesterday. So there we are, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, let me review what we have here. We used, in a really wacky order, but we used these 2 punches to punch the hearts. We used white loose snowflakes on the inside with those hearts. We used the Peaceful Seasons die set from the mini catalog for the tag. We used Greetings of the Season for the front with white embossing powder. We used the foam adhesive strips to pop up the window sheet, which came right out of one of my stamp sets. We punched those hearts out of the festive 12x12 glimmer paper. And we used a sheet of paper from the 6x6 Take a Bow pack. And then the wreath came from my leftover pieces from the festive, a little bit festive 12x12 punch pack. And this is all I have left, so keep watching for what I'm going to do with those leftover pieces. And then my final ta-da was the Pearlized Enamel Effects that added the berries. Now, this will not take very long to dry, but I will let it dry for a long time before I put it into an envelope or put anything on top of it. So, thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you maybe later today for day 10, but for sure tomorrow. Day 10 is bright and festive. Let me show you what I'm going to use. This is all I know so far, but I'm going to use these two papers, which are Lemon Lime Twist and Poppy Parade. And here is my Day 10 sketch. So, tune in later today or tomorrow, or you can always watch the replay. If you're watching the replay, let me know that you're here or that you watched. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day.